Hi everyone, we are 1 week away from our second session of community building activity. So this is, this was actually your request after the end of session 1. Collaborative on Miro, definitely this is what we're going to do from now on. So you have got some requests in understanding, cultural understanding, this is what we're going to do as well. You like the breakout, great. Smaller rooms, okay, let's do smaller rooms on the next one. Smaller rooms is what you say. Short session with small groups. All right, great. Okay, this is what we're going to continue to do for the session 2. This one, describe our personality. I think this is related to the cultural understanding in terms of our communication tendency, right? Let's do that. And I'm also really interested with this one. Why don't we share a little bit what is our strength and how we can leverage that in the group project phase, right? So this is what I plan after listening to your input here. First of all, let's talk a little bit about our tendencies. I wouldn't say this cultural tendency because each one of us is actually different. So what we're going to do is try to visualize our communication tendency. There are many different dimensions in terms of communication tendency, but I just pick 4 that I think is kind of like important for us when we go into the project phase. So number 1, extrovert, introvert. When you communicate, do you have more like the introvert style or the extrovert style, where you get your energy in the open, in the public, talking to people? As you can see, I'm more on the extrovert side. There's no good or bad about this, just our tendency, right? So when we communicate here fast, like for example, you talk and think at the same time, or you need time to really think deep before you say something. Again, no bad or good, just our tendencies, right? I may be more towards this side where I tend to speak and think at the same time, right? And then in terms of the flow of my content, my conversation, right? Are you more structured or are you more flexible? I'm actually here. I kind of like tend to jump from one topic to another topic, and I find that really exciting and refreshing. Again, no good or bad. This is just my tendency. The last one I put here, when we communicate, are you the more agreeable kind or are you the more critical one? Being an Asian, especially in Japan, I've slowly shifted to the left where I tend to be more agreeable and I don't give a direct no or critical comment. No good or bad, well, I think it's not in a very good side for this one, but this is just me, okay? So what you do is, grab a sticky note, put your initial there and try to visualize that for the next session, and then, we can go into breakout rooms and just talk a little bit about tendencies, right? So please do that. Second thing here, this is really interesting here. List your strength and weakness so we can get to know each other better, especially when we see how we can complement each other in the project phase, right? So I have created another frame here. First time trying this, just an experiment. So as you can see, this is a 2x2 matrix about our skill. And just to make things simple, I categorize them into the hard skill and the soft skill. So what I did is I asked my good friend, ChatGPT, and I asked, if you are the Dean of HEC Paris, what do you see as important hard and soft skill, the top 5 hard and soft skill moving into the digital economy if you want to become an entrepreneur? And this is the answer after a few prompts, right? Again, this is not exhaustive. I'm just using this as an example. So this is what it says, digital hard skill, digital literacy, data-driven decision making, tech product development, cybersecurity, yes, this is going to be a big thing, and digital marketing and growth hacking. And as for soft skill, according to ChatGPT, pretending to be the Dean of HEC Paris, adaptability, critical thinking, EQ, cultivating collaboration, and making ethical decision, right? So how we can use this is that, just imagine, okay, I'm just using myself as an example. What tendencies or what skill do I think I have? As you can see, I think if you are soft skill dominant, you just pick the yellow one. If you're hard skill dominant, you can pick the blue one. I think I would say more or less here. So let me put my initial CM, and it would be nice if you can elaborate a little bit more. So you use the comment function, just put a comment there. I think, is my skill and also passion to facilitate cross collaboration exactly like what I'm doing right now. It's something that I really enjoy doing, create different structure and facilitate collaboration. And this is the very reason why I offered to HEC, why don't we do community building and I can volunteer to do this, right? Right, so you can add even more, right? Let's say, for example, being in Japan, I am actually very strong in reading the room and observe the expression of each individual and create an inclusive environment, right? So you can keep on, sharing a little bit of what do you think your strengths are, be it the soft skill and the hard skill. Of course, not only this, right? I mean, finance is very important, sales is very important in terms of hard skill, or you call it soft skill, but just as a reference, I just put it here just for fun, right? But do a quick reflection, visualize that, put in some comment, and then please, if you've got further questions, just put a comment in my comment, and then have a Q&A, and then we come into the live Zoom session next week. Okay? Have fun, and I'll see you in a week time then. Bye bye.